Hello students, today we are going to start new chapter, that is body fluids and circulation. Before starting with the main topic, we will talk about the introduction of the chapter. Okay. Now we know very well that our cells require various nutrients and oxygen. Fine. And as a result of various metabolic reaction, CO2 or other harmful products are produced inside a tissue. So these substances must be removed from the body. That means we can say there must be a mechanism with the help of which transport of these substances into the cell and out of the cell can take place. Fine. We can talk about different organisms, like in case of complex organisms, they are having proper circulatory system for the transport of molecules into the cell and from the cell. Fine. And this circulatory system consists of three parts. One is the fluid, then heart and blood vessels. Fluid, most common fluid is the blood and the another fluid is the lymph. Fine. Third one is the heart and last is the blood vessels, that is arteries, veins और the capillaries जो हमारे blood को carry करती हैं. Fine. Now if we talk about very simple organisms like these invertebrates, sponges and coelentrates, these organisms do not have such type of circulatory system for the transport of substances. So these organisms simply take the nutrients through water and they remove the waste products also through water because they don't contain blood. सपोज स्पॉन्जेस की अगर आप बात करते हो, स्पॉन्जेस कंटेन वेरियस बॉडी कैविटीज. यू कैन से लाइक ओस्टिया आर द स्मॉल पोर्स फॉर द एंट्री ऑफ द न्यूट्रिएंट्स, osculum are the small pores for the exit of the harmful products, and spongocoel is the cavity. So through these structure water enters into them or released from them. Fine. So water is the medium, you can say, through which the nutrient supply as well as you can say the harmful waste products will removed from the body. Fine. So this was all about the introduction. In this chapter we are going to study about the fluids, that is blood, lymph, then heart and then blood vessels. So let's start from the blood. Blood is actually a very special connective tissue consisting of fluid matrix, and that fluid matrix is the प्लाज्मा. ब्लड यूनिक इसलिए है क्योंकि वो फ्लूइड है और उसे फ्लूइड बनाने वाला प्लाज्मा है. प्लाज्मा की ही वजह से आप ब्लड को बहुत स्पेशल कनेक्टिव टिश्यू बोलते हो, फ्लूइड मैट्रिक्स बोलते हो. दैट ब्लड इज फ्लूइडी इन नेचर. फाइन. सो दैट फ्लूइड इज कॉल्ड एज प्लाज्मा ड्यू टू विच इट इज फ्लूइडी इन nature. Fine. Now 55% of blood is plasma and formed elements constitute 45% of the blood. That means blood में बहुत ज़्यादा जो composition है वो किसकी है? प्लाज्मा की. Fine. If we talk about formed elements, these formed elements are RBCs, WBCs and platelets. Let's have a separate lecture for formed elements. In this lecture we will study about the plasma which constitute 55% of the blood. Fine. Now what is the composition of plasma? 90 to 92% is water. That is why it is fluid. Fine. 6 to 8% are the proteins or glucose, amino acids, lipids and minerals, due to which it is viscous in nature. See, the first point is plasma is straw colored. Straw colored means pale yellow. जो डार्क येलो ना हो, थोड़ा सा लाइट सा येलो, और यू कैन से कलरलेस भी हो सकता है, फाइन। लेकिन जो स्ट्रो कलर्ड है वो पर्टिकुलरली लाइट येलो के लिए बोला जाता है, ओके। सो प्लाज्मा इज स्ट्रो कलर्ड और पेल येलो इन कलर, एंड इट इज़ विस्कस fluid. Why it is viscous? Because it contains proteins, minerals, amino acids, glucose, etc. And it is liquid because it contains water. Majorly it contains water, 92% water and 6 to 8% proteins. Mainly 3 types of proteins are present, that is fibrinogen, globulins and albumins. Functions of fibrinogen is they helps in clotting of the blood, and if we talk about globulins, 5 type of globulins are there, like immunoglobulin G, immunoglobulin A, M, D and E. These globulins are involved in defense mechanism of the body, fine. Last protein is the albumin. These proteins maintain osmotic balance in our body. Now what is osmotic balance? Means maintaining the concentration of electrolytes and non-electrolytes. और सिंपली आप बोल सकते हो हमारी बॉडी में जो फ्लूइड्स का कंसंट्रेशन है उसे मेंटेन रखने का जो काम है वो एल्बुमिन प्रोटीन का है, क्योंकि अगर हमारी बॉडी में फ्लूइड्स का ही कंसंट्रेशन मेंटेन नहीं रहेगा तो हमारी बॉडी में ट्रांसपोर्ट ऑफ मटेरियल्स कैसे होगा, ओके। नेक्स्ट इज द मिनरल्स. प्लाज्मा कंटेन्स वेरियस मिनरल्स लाइक कैल्शियम, सोडियम, मैग्नीशियम, क्लोराइड, bicarbonate ions, etc. Fine. Next is the clotting factors. Plasma also contain some clotting factors, but these clotting factors are present in the inactive form in the plasma. अब ये इनएक्टिव फॉर्म में क्यों प्रेजेंट होंगे? जैसे ही आपको चोट लगती है तो इन्हें सिग्नल मिलता है, इन सेल्स को, इन फैक्टर्स को. जब इन्हें सिग्नल मिलेगा तब ये अपनी इनएक्टिव फॉर्म से एक्टिव फॉर्म में कन्वर्ट हो जाते हैं बाय द एक्शन ऑफ वेरियस एंजाइम्स. फाइन. एंड ग्लूकोज, अमीनो एसिड्स, लिपिड्स, दे आर ऑल्सो इन्वॉल्व्ड हेयर as they are in transit in our body. Transit means you can say simply transport, क्योंकि ये हमेशा आपकी बॉडी में मूव करते रहते हैं from one place to another place. Fine. Now there is a term which is very important called as this serum. If we remove the clotting factors from the plasma, it will be called as the serum. Fine. So the removal of clotting factors from plasma will give rise to serum. So आपसे क्वेश्चन पूछा जाता है that what is the difference between plasma and serum. So आप इनको differentiate clotting factors के बेस पर कर सकते हो that plasma contains clotting factors but serum does not contain clotting factors. Fine. So this was all about the introduction of the chapter and the component of the blood, that is plasma. In the next lecture we will study about the formed elements. Fine.